Hey there everyone, Mandy here. So I am very vocal on Instagram and Instagram stories, and I share a lot of recipes over there, and I get a lot of questions from some of you of what is like a staple, what are staples that we have in our home, in our refrigerator, in our pantry. And I have to admit, as you know, if you do follow me on Instagram, you know that we live as a healthiest lifestyle that we can. We try to cut our carbs. I'm not saying that we have no carb. We cut carbs. We, we try to do organic whenever we can. But let's just face it, especially with the way that the world is right now and the country is right now, I don't know if it's like this for you, but in my neck of the woods, it's a little bit hard to get organic. It's a little bit hard to get anything at times. So we get what we can get and let God take care of the rest. So I am going to show you like a couple of staples that I do like to have just on hand that are probably lower carb staples. We do lower carb. I say that because I don't want anybody to think that we are so strict and they're going to, some people are like, well, that's bad for you and you shouldn't do. Okay, I get it. And there's a lot of people that don't like low carb. There's a lot of people that don't like fat free. There's a lot of people that don't like paleo. There's a lot of people that, and I get that, but we just do what works for us. I'm not into lots and lots of sweeteners, but I will be honest with you. I use them sometimes because you know what? I do what I can do and then let God take care of the rest. So yeah, for the most part, we put in as much vegetables as we can every day. I'm going to be honest with you. I have 3 kids. Some of them do not allow that all the time because they're kids. But that could probably be another video of how I get my kids to eat vegetables. But I didn't put any vegetables here for you to see because that's just a given. We do a lot of vegetables. I personally do not do a lot of fruits. I do berries and stuff like that, but I love bananas, and I have cut bananas out completely over the years just because sugar just does not, bananas and their sugar do not pair very well with me, but my kids eat bananas. But this is stuff that we use as a family every single day, and I'm just going to kind of walk you through it and just show you what we use. All of the brands that we normally use are not here because, like I said, they're kind of hard to find right now. But I will link up the ones that I absolutely love, not necessarily the ones that are sitting here. So, just an FYI. So, here we go. Okay, so first and foremost, let's just start right here. I love heavy whipping cream. I do put it in my coffee whenever I don't want black coffee. Well, I normally don't take black coffee all the time, but I do like at least some creamer in it. And I do the heavy whipping cream. I try to get organic, but as you can see, I got the Great Value Walmart brand. It works just as fine. Do what you can do and let God take care of the rest. If you get nothing else from this video, I try to be as organic, as natural as can be, but sometimes you just can't afford it, or maybe you just can't find it in your neck of the woods. So it's okay. Just give it to God. I personally love these soups. I don't know if y'all have tried these. This one's like the bone broth. Like they're all bone broth, but they all have like different flavors to them. So that one's chicken. Let's see. This one's the one that I really like. It's the classic beef. This one I like mushroom, tomato, and then this one is really good too because it really has a soup type, it has a lot to it. As you can see, it's kind of thick in there. So anyway, these are always good to have on hand because It's lots and lots of protein. I know it's summertime, but for some reason during the summer, I want bone broth. I'm not really sure. So I also like having these on hand where you can have salmon or either tuna fish. I know a lot of people feel very strongly about canned fish, but you know, do what you can do. Let God take care of the rest. Coconut chips. These are actually unsweetened. So make sure that you get unsweetened, but I love these for like, because I'm a chipaholic. I really do like chips. If I were to eat a lot of carbs, I would probably eat nothing but potato chips, but this kind of gives me a little bit of a crunch, and I really like that. Peanut butter. I don't eat just regular peanut butter like Jif or anything like that, but I do like this Fatso brand because there's no added sugar and no palm oil in it, and I really, as you can see, I've kind of, well, I got some more left. Okay, so I got some left. I'm good. I also like cheese sticks, just string mozzarella. I think it's mozzarella. Yeah, just stringy cheese. I also, when I eat, these are like 2 servings in each one of these soups. So I always like to, let me find what I put it in. And I can link these up for y'all too. Like the second serving I always put in here and then put a lid on it, which I do have a lid for it. And I will link those up for you, and then just put it in the fridge and it's ready to go the next time. I also always have beef sticks around. These are not the brand that I usually use. I was at the gas station, picked one up, and I was like, let me just try it. I don't like just regular beef sticks. A lot of them are just full of preservatives, full of just crap. And like I said, this is, I mean, some things you can get away with certain things, but beef sticks, I just didn't feel like I bought it. And I was like, I just can't bring myself to do it because there's just so much stuff that is in this that we shouldn't be eating. So the beef sticks that I normally eat are a little bit more expensive, but that's just something that I want to sacrifice. So I will link the ones that I eat up. As you can see, we are not a family that does not eat meat. We eat meat. Also, chicken stock or beef stock. If I make like a chicken, I try to make it, I will make it most of the time in the crock pot. Like I will just take a whole chicken, put it in the hot crock pot, let it cook, and then get the stock from it. And I will keep it in one of these containers as well, and just have it on hand for whenever I need to flavor certain things, you know, just throughout. These, I don't have these all the time, but they are a staple in our pantry just because it's just easy to get to. So like if you're running out and you need something really quick and you just, I don't know about you, but I do this all the time. I'm like, oh crap, I didn't eat lunch or I didn't take a snack and we're going to be gone for 3 hours. You know, I usually will grab one of these, a cheese stick or a beef stick or something. Those are just super easy to have on hand. I'm not much of a bread eater either anyway, so I don't miss bread. But if you are a bread eater, and I wouldn't say that these are staples that I have all the time in my pantry, but like I do like Mexican food, and I do like to have, you know, you probably hear thunder. The thunder is going outside. But if I eat Mexican or something like that, I will grab some of these at the store just because they have less carbs. They're fine, but I mean, like I said, I'm not a huge bread or tortilla eater anyway. So, I mean, now if somebody is like, they love bread and they love tortillas, you know, you call yourself a bread or tortilla connoisseur, you may not like these. But they do the job for me. And like I said, I don't have them in my pantry all the time, but it's at least something, you know, to have for Mexican night or something like that. Also, this one's another good one for bread as well. Like I said, I am from the South and I know what good cornbread is. You have to get that out of your head though. If you are Southern and you're like, oh, this is going to taste like Southern cornbread. No, it's not. So, just keep that in your head that it is going to be something different. But if you get it out of your head that it's cornbread, you will do fine. I do like this. I will eat it by itself, honestly. I don't put it with anything that Southerners would eat cornbread with, like with vegetable soup, or, you know, we'll eat it with anything that's kind of savory to it. I don't do that. I'll just eat it just to eat it. Also, if you are going low carb, this is like a staple. I mean, we have it all the time in our pantry because most of the time if I need to, now I may not like bread, but I do like muffins. And so if I find a muffin recipe or something like that and I can substitute, I will definitely do that. And by the way, there are muffin recipes on my site. So you can go look those up. Most of them are gluten-free. I wouldn't say that they're low carb or anything like that, but most of them are gluten-free. So, but that's a really good staple to have. Coconut flour is also one. Coconut flour, you know, some people don't like coconut flour, and that's okay. I get it. It does have like a really strong taste to it and a strong smell to it. But it is good for a low carb lifestyle, as well as gluten-free and paleo and stuff like that. So we always have this in our pantry and we use it just like we do the almond flour. I will have to admit, I'm not big on sweeteners, like artificial sweeteners or anything like that. But I do like this. I have to say stevia, however you say it. I'm not always a fan of it, but I found it in this blend, and I really do like it. It is a brown sugar blend, but I use it for everything. If I want to make like a sweeter latte or something like that, I put it in there. I put it in my recipes. I mean, no matter if it calls like for white sugar or whatever, I still use it. So, and it's, I mean, you know, of course, 75% less calories, and it's better for a low carb diet. You know, so it's great. I really do like it. There are others that you can get out there, but this here lately is like my absolute favorite. And then of course, my splurge, another thing that's artificially sweetened. As you can see, I've already been into it. But it is sugar-free Hershey's. I know it's like sacrilege. It's just awful, but I do have to say it does help. And it just kind of, if I ever do have a sugar craving, which I don't a lot anymore, but it does help. So hopefully I will link up this stuff and then some of the other stuff that maybe I forgot, and just to kind of give you a little bit more of what, you know, the staples that we have. And if you ever want to try like a low carb diet, or I shouldn't say diet, lifestyle, this is kind of where you should start. And honestly, like I said, we are not low carb, we are lower carb. We do what we could do and let God take care of the rest. So no matter what you're doing, let me just leave you with this. No matter what you're doing, my friends, no matter how you're living a healthy lifestyle, and whether it's low carb, lower carb, keto, gluten-free, whatever you are doing, just know that balance is a good thing. I balance from gluten-free to lower carb but I just know what my body can and cannot do. So just listen to your body, and just do what you need to do. I'm not a health expert. I'm not a nutritionist, I should say. So you have to do what you have to do. If higher fats are not what your body needs, then that's okay. But I do believe for any lifestyle that you have, these ingredients right here will not hurt you. They are actually fabulous for your health no matter what. Like collagen and bone broth is amazing, and you can take it with any lifestyle. Fish, any lifestyle, great. Coconut, any lifestyle. If you were dairy free, of course, stay away from this or from this, but fat is not a bad thing. So, you know, I think us as people need to get that out of our heads, because especially if you grew up in the 90s, fat was bad. You know, I remember that. You know, almond flour and coconut flour, not bad, no matter what lifestyle you have. Sweetener, is it great? Probably not, but it's not bad. So just do whatever you've got to do. So thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, I have all the links in the comments, and you can also go to my Amazon storefront where you can see all of the other stuff that I have for our farmhouse, for recipes, for whatever you may need. See you there.